Damn, day 50, day number, day number 50. Um, I don't know. I felt the need like um to just um celebrate. You know, just a small milestone on my journey. Um, so the day marks 50 days of just giving up alcohol, giving up drinking, and really, I was just telling my girl because she was like, she corrected me. I had another um I had another streak of time. I got to like 53 days, and then I had like a little weak moment. Really, like something triggered me for it wasn't even really like a weak moment. Like, damn, I need a drink. Um, it was like more so like something was going on, and I think something had just triggered me. Um, and uh, a weak moment basically. But I had like 53 days in at that time. So, I take the same approach as like semen retention. Like, if you got 100 days in and you slip up and release one day, that still don't like wipe out all of that progress that you have right now. I mean, of course, if you start to keep releasing, or if you know you binging, you start to drink 5 days, 6 days, 7 days in a row, then I think, yeah, you know what I mean, I would consider your progress to kind of like be, gone or whatever. But I had one little weekday, so really 53 days added into the 50 today. Um, shit, I want to say 103 days. Even if you take away one of those, you know what I'm saying? So I would say like over a duration of 103 days, I had one day that I slipped up and just, consciously just, bought some alcohol. Uh, but 50 days, man, um, or even just all of the days that I've went without it. Um, Obviously excluding the one day. Um, I don't know. I don't really want to sit up here and say like I never seen it coming, or I never thought that I was gonna be able to kick this habit, because alcohol was different for me. Like, I wasn't like the person that enjoyed the taste, or I just had to have it every day. I was more of a bingy type of drinker. Like, I could go all week, you know what I'm saying? I could go 2 weeks. But when I drink, I'm a drink for 2 3 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like a streaky type drinker. You know what I'm saying? But I also was like a escapist type person. So that's why alcohol just it it just like it just gelled with me so well, because you know I was like really running from uh past traumas, um like what my life was at certain times and points. You know what I'm saying? Where I may have thought that I deserved a better life or a better situation. Um, so that was like a that was like a real reason as to like why alcohol was so uh instrumental in my life. You know what I'm saying? Do I miss it? No. I can't say I miss it at all, because again, you know, what it was for me was just a way of escaping, a way of running away from my reality, or any kind of situation I might have been in that, I may have not liked, or, that made me uncomfortable in life. Um, it was for me to be somebody I'm not in certain atmospheres, like parties, being turned up, uh, being the life of the party, when shit, when I'm not drinking, I'm the total opposite. Like I ain't no stiff nigga, but I ain't like drinking make me real sociable. It helped with that, and I use that as a crutch. Like, yo, when I'm around chicks or when I'm in a party, you know what I'm saying? If you know the vibe is different, I can amplify who I am. Uh, Alcohol served for a lot of different things in my life, but I never really just was like a stone cold alcoholic type nigga. Like, just I know niggas. I know one particular nigga that from sun up to sundown he gotta have his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta drink. Uh, you know, for me, it started to become that though. Like not to that extreme, but I felt like I had to drink or have it with me or around me so I could be this other person. And I started to believe that I was that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, super aggressive, uh super like unapproachable, you know what I'm saying? Like a wild out on some shit, like tear some shit up, like you know what I'm saying? Like that shit put me in like animal mode. Um and shit, I lost a lot, you know, drinking. Um not a lot, but I lost some things. I lost some relationships that I kind of wish that I didn't lose because of that. You know what I mean? Like I ain't lose those relationships based off who I was or, you know, genuine feelings about certain shit. Like it was like, you know, relationships with women, uh, certain shit like that. Um, but shit, on the flip side of all of that, just being alcohol free has been nothing short of amazing. Um, One of the big things for me was like waking up with clarity. You know what I'm saying? Not waking up foggy. You know what I'm saying? Remembering bits and pieces. That was a real, like, especially, you know, depending on how I was feeling or what I was going through, you know, that would dictate what kind of, how, you know, how the night would go or, you know, how hard I would go. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, anybody that drink know about them blackouts and, you know, not remembering and shit. It got bad for me. Um, it got bad. It got to the point for me where I feel like I drank so much over so many years. Now, mind you, I'm 36. I started drinking when I was like 17. Like really taking that shit serious. Like yo, we really drink. Like I really, we going out, we going to a party. Like nigga, grab a bottle type shit. You know what I'm saying? And it start like young. Like you know, you don't realize it. Like you just, it's just fun. It's fun. But then when you know when you start drinking, when you really, you got a job or whatever little money you getting and shit, you making sure you grab you something, you know what I'm saying? Or you know, if you going out somewhere, y'all going to a party, like nigga, we drinking. That's no questions asked. But I was drinking. Like I said, I'm 36. I probably started drinking for real like 17. And I think what started happening to me was like I started not really realizing. Like, of course, I knew what reality was, but it started. I think it started to have effects on my mental state, like whereas though like I think it created like some type of paranoia. uh I think it like created like what they call it, like not a dissolute, like not like a, I think it's like where you don't know, like you don't know that, like you don't know, sometimes you don't know what reality is or what it ain't. Like you know what reality is, but I feel like it started to do some shit. I feel like it started having effects on my mental. Basically, what I'm trying to say, like I started becoming like paranoid. Uh, not on no schizophrenic type shit, but like paranoid though. Um, and like my moods would change. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I noticed that. Like, shit, I thought I was bipolar. You know, for a minute. But yeah, like that shit, it do a lot, man. Like a lot of people think that it's just uh like an enhancer. A lot of people think that, it's just to make the party jump and shit like that. But alcohol really is like the worst. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the worst shit. It's the worst drug out there. Yes, it's a drug. You know what I'm saying? Just because they not labeling it like that, that shit is a drug. The things that it do to your brain, the things that it do to your nervous system, the thing like, bro, that shit. Even that, like I'll say that, like I don't have like my shit ain't jumpy like on no Parkinson's disease type shit, but like I could tell my nerves took a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my way of thinking kind of shifted. You know what I'm saying? Because it affects your brain. Um, my attitude changed a lot. You know what I'm saying? That alcohol shit do a lot for the basically what I'm gonna say is for the little bit of shit that it do for you, the shit that it do to you is like it's not it's not even a fair trade off at all. Like that one thing that it do for you, and that's like to escape. You might have had a long week. You might have gone through a breakup, a heartache, lost a loved one, bro. If you go down that rabbit hole of drinking alcohol, bro, and getting stuck on that shit, I mean, all it do is just it get you on, like it take you somewhere. But man, the shit that it do to you, as opposed to what it do for you, is like night and day. Um, and like for me, like I said, I feel good that I ain't out the woods yet, but I'm coming out on the other side of it. Like, and like I said, don't get it confused. Like I wasn't like no nigga waking up in cold sweats and nothing, but even when I was winging off of it, like mood swings, shit like that. Hot, cold. Like I guess you could say yeah. I mean, during the day though, like not like waking up out my sleep, but like you feel certain shit because it's like your body's just getting that shit out your system. But yo, it's one of the best decisions, one of the hardest, but one of the best decisions that I made. Because like I said, just on a positive, like I'm clearer. You know what I'm saying? I feel better. Like I feel like I'm receiving life the way I'm supposed to receive it, the good and the bad. Like, but I feel like I'm getting back to who I was before I was introduced to alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 50 days, but I say 102 because I had 53 plus the 50, but I did have a little mishap. So 102 days, I would say out of 103 ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so like just to keep going, that's really the goal. I mean, it ain't even a goal. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm not I wasn't that type of drinker. Like finding spirituality has helped me in so many ways because like I'm done running. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm submissive to God. I'm allowing Him to lead me, uh, and I'm detaching from all of the things that I was once attached to, uh, and I'm standing up to all my issues. I'm looking them dead in the face, and I'm going through whatever I need to go through, and I'm moving past it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in that running state of mind. I'm not in that I need to escape state of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here with mine. Like I'm gonna figure it out and move past it. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why for me, getting away from alcohol, it's coming kind of easy to me. You know what I mean? Because I used it for what I used it for, and that was like to escape. And now that I'm no longer trying to escape my reality, and you know what I'm saying, who I am, and I'm embracing who I'm going to be, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know, the direction I'm going into with my life, it's kind of easy when you ain't got nothing to run about, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, that shit ain't no joke. Any addiction, bro. Any addiction. And just seeing how these young boys getting addicted to the pills and all, like, it's crazy out here, man. But you know, trust me, I was one of them kids, dog. Like, I was a Toys R Us kid. I was a fucking early morning Saturday morning kid. My peoples looked out. My peoples bought me shit. You know what I'm saying? I had all the mics. You know, for some of y'all might call them J's and shit. I had all the J's, and you know, for the most part, and I had love in the crib and all that. And I ain't saying it like I was on some hardcore drugs, but alcohol, bro, that shit don't have no picks. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter what it is. If you fall on some type of, if you had some trauma, you around the wrong people, and you bump into alcohol, that shit can fuck your life up. And I wouldn't say it fucked my life up, because I'm still standing and I'm still doing me, like, and I'm getting past that, but it damn sure set me back. It took about 12, 13 years of my life. And like I said, I'm 36, you know what I mean? I spent a lot of time not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Not being motivated, prioritizing, you know, especially when I first started drinking, prioritizing getting on over other shit, you know what I'm saying? Or even like when I was on hard times and I was, you know what I'm saying, I was down on my dick, like, and I ain't had no bread. You always got alcohol, you always gonna find a way to drink, you know what I'm saying? I remember, you know, being on my block, and, you know, niggas wasn't like, yo, bro, you know, all you do is drink, you know what I mean? Or, damn, bro, you got a bottle, you got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was like, it was cheered on, like, you mean, bro, pour me a cup, or da-da-da, like, you know, you on a block, you in the hood, that's all niggas is doing, you know what I mean? Just escaping their problems. So ain't nobody ever tell me, yo, bro, you thorough, bro, like, you need to leave that shit alone, stop drinking that shit, you know what I mean? That shit killing you. Like, I was around people that was encouraging that shit even more. So even now, I remember just that whole span of, like, from the age of 20 to like 30, I was just on the block, you know, hanging out with niggas, you know, doing our whatevers and shit like that, but just, you know, not having, my money wasn't flowing, you know what I mean? You could consider me to just be on, like, probably like some type of hard times or whatever the case may be, you know, and but I always made a way to grab something to drink, you know what I mean? And yeah, that shit, I tell my son, my oldest son now, like, bro, I know we'll get further into detail with that shit, but I tell him, like, bro, I wasted like 10 years of my life. I wasn't no better than the nigga that was doing time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't have his freedom. Only difference is I was able to come outside and, you know, be outside and shit like that. But, bro, I was on dead time. I wasn't doing shit, but, you know, being in the way. But here's the 50. Today marks 50 days. Like I said, you know, I got like a prior streak, and you know, I had like one little slip up. So I mean, 103, 102, you know what I mean? But today marks 50 days, and it feel good. You know, and probably be back with another like 50, and just, you know, drop that on y'all, and just, you know, little updates and shit like that. Maybe this can inspire somebody that's trying to stop smoking weed, stop drinking. You might got a pill addiction, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling, niggas out here doing everything under the sun now, but shit, it's possible, man. Like, you just gotta isolate yourself, get from around motherfuckers, create that relationship with God, you know what I'm saying? That direct relationship with God, and just, you know, just do the work, you know what I mean? Like, do the work, you know what I mean? Meet God halfway, even if it's 25-75, you know what I mean? Just, you know, but you gotta want it though, you know what I mean? But it's definitely possible to just get away from all that shit. And it's the best thing in the world, because it's like, bro, you're living life the way that you're supposed to live life. No substances, no enhancements. You're just living life, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, once you get off them substances, bro, you build up ambition, you build up you get inspired, you know what I mean? You want to do something with your time, you got a bunch of energy. Shit, you ain't spending money on bullshit, you know what I mean? Like me, like when I was drinking, I was a crazy spender. Like I was really one of the niggas like going this John, nigga, how much the store cost? Like I was one of them type niggas. Like niggas out with me, they know. Like I mean, bro gonna spend it. Like I mean, like he printing it. Like that's really how I was. You know what I mean? Real irresponsible, all that type of shit. Reckless. But yeah,